Umar Khalid has not been in jail long enough to deserve bail. His right to life hasn't been violated enough. Believe it or not, that seems to be one reason why the Supreme Court has denied bail to him. The court has said that the delay in Umar Khalid's trial is not long enough for his continued detention to be considered unconstitutional. According to the judges, the delay is not so wholly unjustified as to warrant bail on that ground. So let's be clear about what the Supreme Court is saying here. It accepts in principle that bail can be granted on the ground of prolonged incarceration without a trial. But in cases under the UAPA, according to the Supreme Court, the incarceration must cross some undefined threshold before the court is convinced that the right to liberty has been violated enough to justify bail. Yes, the bar for bail under the UAPA is high, but does that mean an accused must endure effectively endless detention without even a trial, while investigating agencies take their own sweet time even to frame charges? And when the Supreme Court itself repeatedly says that bail is the rule and jail the exception, is it justified to ask Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam to remain behind bars for yet another year without a trial in sight, simply so that their detention becomes long, unconstitutional, and violative enough for the court? When the court itself says that there is evidence of criminal conspiracy against Umar Khalid, why not finally start the trial and eventually convict him? Even if the accused may have contributed to the delay, who decides after how many years a jail term without trial is violative enough? Who decides when the right to life and personal liberty actually matters?